What's up, guys? Welcome back to the final hour here of RollPlay R&D. Steven, take it away.
All right. So I've seen a couple people in chat asking what the hell we are playing.
What the
We're
hell?
playing a game called Apocalypse World. It's fantastic. I love it. So we're in a post-apocalyptic setting, and we've got Emberly, who's a touchstone. We've got our gun lugger, Evan. We've got JP playing Bubba, the driver. He's got a tractor and a cement truck.
And, Steven, is it the next day?
Yes, sir, Bubba, it is.
I've got 2 more cars.
Oh, my God. What?
So when I leveled up, I took collector. So I get 2 additional cars.
Me? Get 2 additional cars.
Nice.
Holy cow.
JP's like the car dealer of the apocalypse.
Like, where the fuck did you just pull 2 cars
Well,
from?
they've got them all over the city on their walls, and we've been fixing them up over time with me and Shazza.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So I guess I go and find Emberly and Evan to make sure. I guess I walk up to Emberly. I'm like, Emberly, how those wounds healing?
As good as it can be, right?
Sure, yeah. I guess that sounds right to me. Anyways,
So,
I've got a present for you. Also, were you gonna say how bad she is? How bad?
No, I just want to confirm that was your get a new driver move. That was the improvement you took?
Yes.
Cool. All right, awesome. What's up? Tell us what
I
happened.
like cock my head. I'm like,
Let's go collect Evan, and I got a present for him too. And so we go and find Evan, and Evan, first off, where's my fucking dirty mag?
It's still with Fuse. We're gonna go check him out in just a second.
Okay, well I got you something, but whether or not you get to keep it hinges on the fact of if that dirty mag is still intact.
Well, we already had a deal about the mat.
Well, deals can be changed and shifted.
Well, then why don't we go meet up with Fuse and find out if he made it through the night?
All right.
Okay, let's go. Okay, all right, we'll go first. That's good, because then I might just keep it for myself.
Are you gathering Eli on the way? He's the one with the key.
Got to,
yeah, we have to.
Yeah,
I hope so. All right, yeah, you go
Breaking in.
bang on Eli's door. He opens the door pretty bleary-eyed. It's probably like 10:30 or something like that. Maybe he was just sleeping in. He says, "Yeah, what? Oh, Evan.
Eli, it's time."
Yeah." He sort of waves at you, Emberly. He says, "Hey, Emberly." He says, "Yeah, okay, yeah. Let me get the key." He steps back inside. You hear like a bunch of rummaging and like junk sort of sliding from one side to the other, and he comes back out. He says, all right, let's go." And he steps out the door. He closes the door pretty quickly behind him, and he says, "After you, Evan."
All right, let's go. Let's head over there.
Okay, you head down towards the center of town, and you find that the quarantine room, the cage as they call it, is actually pretty close to Fuse's crane these days. Like, he sort of moves it around town to make sure he's bolstering walls wherever they need. And Eli steps up and he says, "Evan, you ready?"
There's no like, I can't look in here and like just observe what I've.
There's a dark
You could
window.
read the situation or something.
There's actually no
That's
light.
fine. We don't need to read the fucking situation. You fly that door open, and I'm gonna stand here with my assault rifle. And one of 2 things is gonna happen. Fuse is either gonna come out of there and he's gonna be okay, or I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of an infected here this morning.
Eli nods. He says, "Yep. Hope it's not that second one." He turns the key in the lock. It goes as like all of the pins fall into place. It's this huge ancient lock. He throws open the door, and you see Fuse in there with his hands up in front of the light. He says, "Ah, God damn, Eli, Jesus. Would you look at this shit?" And he holds up the magazine, and it's open to like a page of like, some cow being milked. Like there's milk squirting into a pan, and then on the other side is like a dude like squirting milk into his mouth from the other. He's like,
I like bars. I'm like, Betsy, let go. Put that shit down right now, Fuse. God damn it.
Fuse says, Jesus, Bubba. And he sort of like flips it like a frisbee in your direction, Bubba.
I like fucking fall back and like try to embrace the magazine coming towards Bubba
I'm
as
just
if it's not
busting
going to harm
out
it.
laughing. Like Emberly is just laughing her ass off.
Awesome. Yeah. Fuse looks at you, Evan. He says, Evan, I don't think you're going to need that thing anymore. He gestures to the assault rifle in your hands.
What do you mean? This is my assault rifle. He doesn't want to take it. I got confused there for a second. Of course, I put it back on my back.
Yeah. He stumbles out into the light. He says, all right. Everybody good? Everybody good? We all good? All right, I'm going to the crane. Jesus. He stomps off in the direction of the crane. He mutters, Lord Junior. First and last.
I tell them, I'm going to go catch up with Fuse.
Wait, Amberly, I gotta hold on give me a second. I'm just like looking over the magazines, like checking the corners and like seeing if any pages are stuck together or
pristine position or pristine condition. Yes.
Is it good?
Man, you know, Bubba, Fuse just isn't. He doesn't respect the dirty mags the way you do.
Yeah.
And you see just like a couple of flecks of dirt on the front cover. And of course the front cover is like actually a porno mag cover. So like, you know, there's some buxom woman with, you know, boobs going everywhere. And, you know, like she's probably wearing like a tiny bikini bottom, or like maybe she's wearing like some cut off jean shorts and like her butt's kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
And there's just like a little bit of dirt on like her left butt cheek.
Okay.
I
like take my fingernail and like try to scratch the dirt off. Is it coming off?
Oh, Jesus, Bubba.
As I'm doing this, I'm giving Evan the stink eye. I'm like looking up at him.
You don't even care about the cover. All you care about is the inside. Just can you check I get you a new cover.
You scratched a little bit of the ink off of the cover, Bubba.
Bubba, stop fucking with it, man.
I'm like I go through each of the pages. Are they any of them hurt?
Everything else is fine. It doesn't even look like he really turned the pages very much at all.
Okay. I look at Evan, and I still have like the crazy eye. I'm like, Evan, you get me a new cover, and we're square.
Well, you're gonna have to give me some time, buddy. But what about that gift?
I like recollect my smile, and I'm like, oh
Bubba,
yeah, the gift.
Come on, go and start tickling Bubba.
Come on, stop fucking tickling me, and I like smack his hands.
I'm still laughing while this whole
oh my god, that's amazing.
Like, come on, let's Betsy and
I'm like trying to help point out different spots where stuff is happening on his magazine, just for the giggles.
Betsy and Shaz are over by the. Come on, let's go. And so we walk over to the side of town, and to paint the picture, you guys walk up, and there's these two pretty large structures that have like these some sort of covers over them. Maybe it's just like a leather cover or something like that. And I go, Evan. Well, both of you actually. You guys have a problem with fucking my cars up. So, since I no longer want that to happen, I got you two your own cars.
Oh, shit.
Yes!
Like, when I say that, like, Shazza and Corbett, like, take off the covers or whatever, and on the right, you see an orange... Bubba looks over and he goes, Amberly, I got this Porsche over here for you. And this is an orange Porsche. I think that's a good one from a long time ago. It's pretty fast. We had to put a new engine in it. I painted it orange, like you said. And over here, Evan, I got you a bus.
Oh my god!
I'm like, Evan, I see you carrying these big weapons around. I think you like to make up for something. I don't really know, but I got you this bus. We'll paint it whatever color you want, but there you go.
That's fantastic. Okay.
Wow, Bubba, you didn't have to do that. And
thanks, buddy.
Give him a hug.
Bubba, would you please tell us what the stat line is for the orange Porsche?
Yeah. The orange Porsche is a coupe, and its frame. It is choose its strengths or strengths. How many of these do I choose?
Choose the profile first. So it's power, looks, armor, weakness.
The Porsche is power +1, looks +2, 1 armor, and weakness +1. Actually, no, it would have the second one. Power +2, looks +2, 0 armor, and weakness +1. So it's a small, tiny car.
And looks +1. Okay, and tell us like its stats. It's a coupe.
Yeah, it's a coupe.
Frame.
How many strengths do I get to choose?
Choose as many as its power, so you get 2 strengths.
Oh, okay. It is fast and it is responsive. As its looks, it is sleek and it is pretty.
And orange.
And orange, yeah.
It gets that one for free.
Yeah. And its weakness is that it is cramped.
Cramped.
Yeah, because it's a Porsche.
Awesome. So, Emberly, I'm just writing that under your gear. You've got an orange Porsche with P +2, L +2, 0A, and L +1.
Yeah.
Or W +1. And then I've got your coupe, fast, responsive, sleek, pretty, cramped.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And how about that there bus, Evan? Tell us its stat line.
So it's got power +2, looks +1, 2 armor, and weakness +2.
2 armor and weakness +2.
Is this like a school bus, a short bus?
It's a school bus, yeah.
Okay.
It's a school bus, full size.
Yeah.
All right.
Excuse me.
It's not a little
the
bit short?
motherfucking battle bus.
Yeah.
Bus.
Battle bus sounds awesome.
I'm naming that in your character sheet. Battle
bus.
That's already what I got
Bus.
written down. So.
Okay. Frame is bus.
Yeah. It is
Gotta pimp
huge.
that bus out.
And
Huge.
it is. It is uncomplaining.
Uncomplaining. Okay.
And its looks are powerful and spikes and plates.
Powerful.
How
it
many
only
looks
gets
do I
one
get?
look.
Let's just do spikes and plates.
Oh yeah, I think
Nice.
so.
Hell yeah.
And then weaknesses, it is slow.
Again.
And let's say it's unreliable. we couldn't write. I tell Evan, I'm like, Evan, a thing of that size, we couldn't get the engine to properly work all the time. So every now and then you might have to.
I'll tell you what,
Just
Bubba,
let me know.
If I can just drive this thing into one infected encampment just one time and kill a bunch of them, then that's good enough for me.
It'll do that.
All right.
Oh, so good. Awesome. Okay, yeah, you notice that, like, as you guys are admiring these beautiful vehicles with these beautiful spikes and plates, that healthy orange glow, like, it looks like Bubba, Corbett, and Shazza must have spent, like, all night polishing that
Yeah,
Porsche.
we haven't slept.
Yeah. You hear someone's voice raising from outside in song. And what do you do?
Someone's
Go out.
who the fuck is
Look
that?
outside.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You look outside and
guys
you
hear that?
notice that Shazza has slipped away. And he's out there and he's singing a hymn to Lord Junior, saying, "My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of Lord Junior." Yeah,
Jesus
et
Christ.
cetera, et cetera.
Like,
and
Shazza, that is lovely.
he's actually got like a small crowd of townsfolk that are sort of listening to him. And as Bubba steps out, Shazza turns around and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Bubba."
I put
the
my arms up
driver."
immediately and I'm like, hello!
Yeah, and like a couple of people, like, they clap and they go, "Woo! Yeah, woo, Bubba." And Shazza says, "For lo, the great gasoline in the sky will come down to earth and save us all from sin and damnation."
Shazza, what the fuck you preaching? I didn't tell you that shit.
And Shazza sort of like he gets really worked up and he starts like just like ranting on and on about Lord Junior and the finishing line and how much the holy gasoline is going to flow over and just like burn away the sins of everybody, and he just sort of starts walking away, holding his hands up like and actually a couple people start to follow him. What do you do?
I just give him a weird look. I turned to Corbett. I'm like, Corbett, I didn't preach any of that, did I?
Corbett looks at you and says, "You know what, Bubba? I don't think you did. Bubba, I'm gonna follow him. All right? Is that okay?"
Corbett, come here, and I like pull her in and like put a arm around her and talking to her, and I'm like,
like her breath kind of catches in her throat. She's like,
I'm like, Corbett, that's a little heretical, and I can't be having anyone spread the wrong message. So, do me a solid one and talk to Shaz and make sure that shit don't happen again.
Corbett, she looks up into your eyes, and she just has like the most beautiful big blue eyes.
It reminds me of a cow, yeah.
Yeah, it reminds you of a cow.
Yeah.
And she says, "Bubba, I will."
I know you will.
And
she
like tears herself away from your embrace, and she goes running off. She's not the kind of woman who will, hold any brook with heresy.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of thing she's into.
Yep.
Right. So, what are you guys up to today?
Well,
let's see. We've got.
One thing I've got on my to-do list here is I want to go talk to my girl Kettle because, if she is in need of supplies, that's one thing we could go do. I know that Shantytown is pretty much in shambles at this point, but we might have a few other options. Maybe we could talk to her and find out what we can do to help out.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I definitely want to check in with Kettle as well, but I do want to check in on Fuse first.
Okay. So, Emberly, you're heading off towards Fuses, and Evan, you're heading off towards Kettle.
Yeah.
So, Emberly, you make it to Fuses. It's fairly close by, and you knock on the door of the crane. He comes to the door, he pushes it open. He says, "Oh, hey, Emberly. How are you?"
I'm good. I'm doing all right. How are you?
He sort of scuffs his foot against the floor. He says, "Oh, well, do you want to come in, Emberly?"
Yeah, sure. Where's Twice at?
He says, "Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Twice she's real hurt, real bad, Emberly. She's still staying at Kettle's place. Kettle's keeping a close eye on her for me, so it's real good that she's there, but we still don't know if Twice is going to make it." He sort of starts tearing up. He says, "Twice is the only woman who ever looked twice at me." Stops for a second, ponders. He says, fuck it. Emberly, right. I never told her, but I think I love her."
You've never told her that before?
Nah, she's, you know how it is out here in the Waste. You just, you find someone who wants to fuck you, and you want to fuck them, and maybe you fuck a couple times, and I don't know. It's just kind of, she moved in, she keeps my place clean. Gosh, Emberly, she's real pretty. I hope nothing happens to her.
Okay, I'm going to do a visionary, and it's when you share visions of the future with another player character.
Yeah.
You roll plus hard.
Okay.
So do I need to roll first?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit! I rolled a 7. Oh wait, no, it's plus 3 now, so it's an 8. Same thing.
7 is.
So I hold 2 over them.
Same thing. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Because he's an NPC, you can't mark experience, right?
Okay.
So, you know what? I'm gonna give you history with him.
Oh.
So on your sheet, write Fuse under HX, write fuse +2.
Oh, +2. Okay. All right.
That's fuse with a Z, by the way.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't spell it with an S.
Okay.
Awesome. What's your vision of the future?
So I'm going to tell him that. So the other day I had a vision. I don't know if, I've been having those lately, and I think she's going to be okay. I think Twice is going to be fine. But I'm a little worried about you. Something doesn't seem right, and the vision I had was not. I don't know how to interpret it.
He sort of backs up. He looks at you. He's like, "What, Emberly? What do you mean? Twice is going to be okay, but I'm not. What's that mean? What's that kind of shit? Jeez, Emberly, God, you really know how to bring a guy down.
I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I want to know what's going on with you, because all I have is this one thing that, I'm having this feeling, and I want to make sure that you're okay. And if things are okay with you, then maybe it was just something dumb that I was thinking of. Kettle was saying that I was dreaming and it was dumb too, but I was right about the Winnebago.
He gets this really angry look on his face, and he looks you straight in the eye, and he looks really mad, and I kind of want to find out what's going on with Evan.
Okay.
All right. So I'm rolling up to Kettle's place.
Yeah.
And I bang on the door, She knows who exactly is on who's on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She opens the door. She says, "Oh, hey, Evan, how you doing? What can I do for you?"
Well, first I thought you should know we put Fuse in quarantine, and it seems like he's going to be okay. I think Emerly's over there checking on him right now, but we opened the door, and he made it through the night, so you could probably rest easy on that. What I really need to talk to you about is the lack of supplies. And as you know, we've been having more frequent attacks around here. Things have been getting a lot more dangerous.
Jesus, Evan, Jesus. Look, I can't listen to a sermon on my front doorstep. Come in. I'll pour you a cup of coffee.
Great. I take that black, by the way, Kettle. So here's what I need from you. Shantytown has pretty much been wiped clean. I don't know if we can even go close to the city. What options do we have in order to get more supplies? Where can we go?
She sort of scratches her chin a little bit as she's pouring you the coffee. It pours out. It's kind of thick. It's been
just the way
bubbling
I like it
there for a little while. She scrubs her jaw. She says, "Well, gosh, if you've been having problems with the city and the city fellas recently, right? Rice and his gang, is that who they are?"
Yeah, you could say I've had problems with them.
Jesus, Evan. Well, if you don't want to go to them, Shantytown is fucked, of course. Well, there's a couple Warrens out in the junkyard. You could check around there. God, Evan, I don't know. I just think that if you could patch things up with Rice and his gang, City and the City's our best bet. They've got access to that old hospital over there. Well, it's up to you, Evan.
Well,
you know best.
What if we don't patch things up with the City and the City? Do we still have... could we possibly go in there, send a little crew, and get what we need?
She sort of looks at you. She's like, "Evan, honey, I am not on that side of the equation. If you think you can get what you need without dealing with Rice and his crew, then by all means, knock yourself out." But,
all right. Kettle, I got one other question for you. You remember that girl, Gnarly? She stopped by here probably about a month ago. Yeah. You remember her?
Yeah, I remember Gnarly.
Yeah, so Gnarly got a few things from you. A couple of pills and some tabs of peyote. I'm just wondering if maybe there's anything lying around you might be able to talk about.
She purses her lips, and then you can see some old worry lines around her eyes. She says, "Evan, son, I don't know if you'll ever find a girl who cared about you like Gnarly cared about you again. She was something special.
Well,
We really lost something when we lost Gnarly.
we did.
Now, I got a couple pain tabs. I could sell them to you, but I'm not letting go of them for free because I know you're not in pain. So it's one barter or nothing, son. And that's the way we're gonna roll.
All right. Well, now that I know you got them, I'm just going to bring you back some supplies, and we'll talk then.
All right, Evan. Let's do that. Let's do that.
All right. By the way,
Oh.
how is Twice?
I was just about to say, send Fuse over. Twice woke up about half an hour ago. She's still drifting in and out of consciousness a little bit. She's burned real bad. That's some wicked stuff you fellas cooked up. But from what I hear, it sounds like it really does the job when you're facing down the infected. Now, you send Twice over. Wait, Fuse. You send Fuse over. I want to make sure he gets to see Twice. And I got a little bit of something to talk to him about, so you make sure he gets here. And I'll talk to you soon, okay, Evan?
All right. Sounds good.
Take care of yourself. Evan, you're not hurt, are you?
Nope.
Okay. Good. So what do you do?
I'm going to go over to Fuse's.
All right. On the way, let's find out what Bubba's up to this morning. Bubba?
I go to whatever the bar's name was. I forget the name. And
What the hell is that bar's
Jack's.
name?
Jack's Bar.
It's Chak's Bar.
Shack.
That's what we've been calling
Is
it.
It's just called Chak's Bar?
Yeah.
Sounds
That's what we've
fine,
been calling
Chak's
it.
Bar. All right, Bubba. You step into Chak's Bar. It's a little smoky. There's a couple people smoking, a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of something else. Who knows?
I sit down at the bar and I ask the bartender, give me whatever's strong. I've had a bad day.
What? It's like 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah. And I put the dirty
okay.
mag on the table.
Bartender looks at the dirty mag. He says, Chak says, I got a little bit of firewater. If you let me have a couple minutes alone with that.
You're okay. Yeah, let's do this again. It worked out well last time.
Yeah, he picks up a brown looking, like corroded looking bottle off the shelf. He pours a little bit of clear liquid, some sort of grain alcohol into a glass, slides it to you. Picks the magazine up.
I drink it before he opens it up.
He looks at you again. He picks up your glass, pours a second shot in, and says, "Here, you look thirsty."
Yeah, you look like you want to see what's inside the mag, so go ahead. I'll wait.
He walks into the back room. What do you do?
I kind of just put my head up and I'm just nodding my head, like waiting for the eventual disappointment.
Okay. Like a couple customers come and go. Smoke starts to fill the room, dissipate a little bit. It's been probably like 20 or 30 minutes. Chak comes back out of the back. He puts the magazine down on the counter. He says, "You need another one of those, don't you?" Grabs the grain alcohol bottle.
Nice.
Fills up your glass again, hands it back. He says, "You know what, Bubba? You're all right. You're all right."
I raised my eye at him and I'm just like, the fuck? What?
He says, Bubba, that Shazza's really taking a shine to you.
Yeah, it's been an interesting morning. Why do you care?
He just says, Shazza was he was just so aimless, drifting from place to place. He never seemed like he had any direction in his life. And all of a sudden you came in town and, that poor kid, he latched onto you like a checkered flag onto a flagpole. Something
Yeah, I
like
mean,
that.
I would have gone with the tar on rubber or something like that, but one of those that will work.
Tar and rubber. Tar and rubber.
Sometime Lord Jr. can be too much for some people, and he takes the shot as he says that. And I think it's getting to him, and I mean, look,
Jack-
this magazine's ruined. This day's a piece of shit.
Jack just he wrinkles his brow. He says, "Oh no, Bubba, listen, Shaz has got he really has some connection to Lord Junior, and you helped show him that connection. And you're right, Bubba. It should have been the asphalt on the pavement. You're right. I'm sorry. He looks at you. He says, he leans in. He says, Bubba, I'm a fresh convert to Lord Junior myself. You know, Bubba, if you ain't first, you're last. And I feel like Paradise really has a chance to be first. That's what I'm feeling.
Because God damn, you people need more hobbies. What?
Give him your power.
God damn.
That's the best too. He can give you alcohol.
He goes, I need. He knocks the shot glass on the bar, as if he's wanting
Jack
more.
looks down at it. He sort of like raises his eyebrows in surprise. He says, "Oh, Bubba, you're dry." He grabs the bottle, pours you out another shot. He says, "All right, Bubba. Well, listen. I hope you have a better day." He pours himself a shot too, and he just knocks it.
Yeah, I take the shot and I go, you know, before you go, since you are a convert, St. Yarborough said that driving a race car is like dancing with a chainsaw, and I just want you to know that. So don't go driving anything. Don't be getting too crazy out there. You have a good time now.
Driving a race car is like dancing with a chainsaw. You just hear him muttering to himself as you push the door open and leave the bar.
Yeah.
Emberly, Fuse just like, he looks at you, and his face just sort of twists for a second. He says, listen, Emberly, I'm gonna head over to Kettles. I need to see what's going on with Twice.
Yeah, let's do that. I actually need to go over there too. Have her check up on my wounds.
He says, yeah. He nods. Hey, listen, how's your arm? Is everything okay?
I think it's okay. It feels so. I mean, it's not the best it's ever been, but I think Kettle fixed it up pretty good.
He nods. He says, yeah, Kettles. She's really something else. How'd you and Eli find her anyway?
Oh, man. That was a while ago. She was, she's a lot younger than a lot of us. I'm not sure where her family was, but kind of found her, and she was alone, and I don't even know how she was surviving where she was, but we convinced her to come with us. And I don't know where she's learned what she's learned. I mean, her mom was apparently a doctor before that, and her dad was a surgeon. And I'm just thankful that she's kind of downloaded some of that information, because what would we be? Where would we be without her? You know what I mean?
So true. So true. It's a shame she couldn't do anything for Gnarly. Why, that girl really knew her way around a rifle. That's a real shame. And you know that...
I kind of put my head down.
That Evan, I don't know that he really knew what he had there when he found Gnarly. Man, Emberly, when you really find someone special, it's really special. And he just sort of like tears up for a second. You can feel his voice choke off. And you walk up to Kettle's door. What do you do?
We knock on the door.
All right. Kettle opens the door. She says, "Oh, Eli, Evan. God, Emberly, Fuse. What's going on? Where's
we came to check on Twice.
Oh, okay. And where'd Evan go? Where did he get to?
I saw him this morning when Bubba gave us some new cars. I haven't seen him since. Why? What's up?
Oh, he didn't go get you? Oh, all right. Well, come in. Let me check on your arm. Fuse, honey, Fuse. Twice woke up a little bit this morning. She was asking for you. Fuse, I don't want to be too hopeful. You listen to me. And Fuse sort of like bites his lip. You can hear him choke up just a little bit. She says, Fuse, I think Twice is going to be okay. And like just one single tear leaks down his cheek. He says, Kettle, thank you for that. I know that she might not make it, but I know you're going to do your best. Take me to her. The kettle looks at you, Emberly. She says, Emberly, just wait here for a second. I'm going to take Fuse back to twice, and then I'll come back and see to your arm, all right?
All right.
And so she takes him into the back room, and, you know, she comes back out. She pushes a curtain aside. She's just got like some ratty old like plaid curtain that's dividing the waiting room from the operating room. She comes out. She says, Emberly, we got a little bit of a problem on our hands.
Oh.
Yeah, she takes your arm and starts, you know, prodding at it. It hurts. Like, you know, the cut that you got on your underarm, like it obviously like really bit into some of the sinews that you've got under there. She stitched them back together, but you know, it still really hurts. She says, "Does this hurt?" Yes.
Does it hurt? Yeah. Okay.
It hurts. She says, "Listen,